Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. And we have a surprising matchup here today. What an opportunity for an unranked team to win the conference championship and get into the college football playoff with a big upset statement today. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Tries to get it to the running back. Looking right, this one caught. You get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking for his back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the fullback takes a turn running the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed to the run perfectly.
Keeping it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
And the quarterback just sneaks it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And now the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example the defense has.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Pressure is coming. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The Tigers will have to kick this away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. And the return man decides to signal. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's running out of time here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. They're going to run it. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. It's a short completion to the tight end. Good enough for the 1st down to the 37.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the fullback. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
Makes the catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Now it's second down here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Brought down, the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Throws to the tight end. And he pulls in the catch. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And they pick up the first down as the fullback becomes involved as a playmaker, a guy we usually see throwing blocks.
Yeah, this guy actually played running back in high school. He got a little bit bigger. They moved him to fullback. You can see the athletic ability he still displays. And you're right, he's a physical guy, known for his blocking. But with that background, you can see the damage he can do to a defense.
Play action here on first down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. He's marked on the bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And the field goal is good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Clemson offense is back out there. kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Looks like the defense has. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. And here's the handoff. Enough for a 1st down at the 37.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a 3rd down. Just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
It's a small game, but look who they threw the football to. The fullback. Nice to see him get his opportunities.
They're going to run it here. Runs through the defender. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. We'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Showcasing the shiftiness on that play. Defense finally brings him down. 7th play of the drive coming up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. It's a heavy formation, extra blockers on the field. They give it to the big fullback here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Trying to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Pitch to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option. And the Tigers line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Here's the option play. QB decides to keep it here. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Methodical but effective. They're probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Quick completion to the tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get 1st downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. The offense going very heavy, bringing in more blockers. The big fullback's got it here. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
And that is a tough assignment for this strong safety because truly, he's really a hybrid player in this defense. He defends the pass, which makes him a defensive back, but his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking on these players, but that is a tough task to take on that big fullback.
They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Important third down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Getting set. Here's second down. Ball handed off.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And now another deep ball here. Desperation pass falls incomplete. Now we're headed to overtime. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series in these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
A first and 10 play. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They stop him, but it's a first down. The Tigers come to the line and start a fresh set of downs. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. But you got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first in overtime.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So a challenging 3rd down play. They need a 1st down or a touchdown to keep this game going. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown to tie the game here. Now, a 2-point try to win the game. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.